I'm going to show you a beautiful glam look using almost all drugstore products. The only thing that I won't be using drugstore will be the eyeshadow base that I'm going to be using and the lipstick and lip pencil that I use. There is drugstore options for that though, and I will show you those. Let's see. Drugstore option for this is called Golden Splendor. It is by L'Oreal Paris, and it looks like that. I use my MAC just because I bought it with my MAC lip pencil, so I just want to use that one instead. NYX does have some great lip pencils that go with this. I just haven't purchased one yet. The lipstick that I did use, because my camera couldn't catch that, it's called Japanese Maple by MAC, and that's what it looks like. And then the lip pencil I used is, let's see, is called Subculture by MAC. So if you guys want to see how I got this gorgeous glam look on a budget, go ahead and keep watching. Here I'm taking my Urban Decay eyeshadow base. I'm placing that all over my eyelid. That way it'll help me with creasing and it'll help my eyeshadow appear more vibrant and last all day. Here I'm taking my NYX Golden Horizons palette, and I'm taking the lightest color in that palette and I'm just placing that all over my eyelid. Now I'm going to take the medium matte brown color that's in that same palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and dab in there and get a little bit of color on the brush, and I'm going to pat it on my eyelid, and then I'm going to use back and forth motions just to kind of sweep that around and get it nicely covered on my eyelid, but I don't want to bring it all the way in. I do want to leave that corner light. Now I'm going back in with that lightest color and going over the top of my eyelid, right above my crease to help blend it out some more. Sorry, I keep looking up. My mirror is up there. I had nowhere else to put it.
That's not so bad. And there never has been a case of space madness. Oh, you're lucky. We've had to terminate 3 cases in the last cycle. I guess so.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my liner brush, and there's a charcoal color in this palette that I'm going to go ahead and dab my brush into and get it really nice and saturated. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pat that on the outside of my eye and put it in kind of a V shape. That way it'll give you that cat eye effect. And I'm just going to drag that into about midway into my eyelid and blend it out. That way it doesn't look so harsh. I messed up a little bit, so I just took my fingers and wiped off the excess. And what I'm going to do is, because I didn't think this was quite as dark as I wanted it, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out some more, and then just dab my liner brush right back into that color and tap it on the outside to make it look darker, and then I'm going to blend it out some more. Now I use a trick where I take a business card and I line it up with my eye where I would want my liner to be, and I just go ahead and fill it in. I do this instead of putting tape on my face just because I have a sensitivity to adhesives and latex, so I'd rather not put anything like that on my face. And it's also quicker and easier, just because, you know, it takes time to put tape on your hand and take it off and put it on your face. And there you go, you see the nice sharp line that I get from that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend in a little bit more to get it nice and softer looking. And what I did is I took a tapered blender brush. It's by Sigma. I got it as a sample. It's basically a smaller version of my large blending brush, which is a Tapered Blending-E40. Now I'm taking my E.L.F. Long Lasting Lustrous Gold eyeshadow. It's very pretty, very pigmented, but what I do is I tap a little bit on my eyelid first, and this is all on the inside of my eye. I don't want to go too much into the outside because I do want that charcoal black to still be there. Now I'm going to take a setting spray. I'm going to spray that with with it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and dab it back into that eyeshadow, and it's going to help it, it's going to pick up more of the shadow, and it's going to make it look more vibrant. See how it already looks more gold and a lot shinier, more sparkly, and it also helps set it there and keep it there. I'm just going to keep doing that until I find the amount that I like on there. I did want it to be pretty sparkly, so I just go ahead and did that a couple times. Now I'm going back in with that blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend the outside of that shadow, just so it doesn't have like a harsh line from the gold to the black. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take that card again, and I'm just going to go ahead and sharpen that line up even more, just because I want it to be really dramatic since this is a glam look. Now I have the line that I like. There we go, one eye's done. Now I'm going to fast forward and show you both eyes done, just to save time. That's what it looks like. Now I'm just taking concealer. It's going to be my Glamoflauge. I just like this because you don't need a lot. It's very, very full coverage, but it's lightweight at the same time. And I'm just going to dab that on all my blemishes. Now I'm taking my Rimmel London Stay Matte foundation. I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to dab that all over my face. And what I do is I take this is actually a Sigma flat Kabuki F80. And what I do is I'll dab that all around in tapping motions, and sometimes I'll sweep, like under my eyes I'm going to sweep, but mainly I'm dabbing really quickly to spread that out and make it nice and sheer looking. On foundations that are thicker like this, I do use my brush. On thinner foundations, more liquidy ones, I will use a beauty blender. I'm bringing it down to my neck just because I don't want to have any harsh lines from my makeup. It does match my skin, but just in case, I like to blend it down. Now I'm going back in with my concealer, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes in a V shape to help highlight under there. The reason I put it in a V shape is it just helps blend it out a lot nicer and make it look smoother. It's less harsh that way. I put a little on my cupid's bow just to help it stand out, and a little bit on my chin. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend everything out. When I'm blending under my eyes, I will start from the outside and go in. This just helps with wrinkles and helps set it smoother and helps with creasing throughout the day. Now I'm taking my NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm taking the dark side of it, and I'm just going to contour my face. I started up by my ear just because I like to carve out my cheekbones. I do have pretty high cheekbones naturally, so this just helps them stand out more. And I'm going to put some on my forehead just because I do like a bronze look. And since it's already warm out, why not? Now this is just a contouring brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to smooth that all out. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and forth lengthwise down my face, and then once it's almost smooth out, I'm going to go up and down in the widest part of that contour just to help it blend better. Now I've gone back in with my beauty blender under my eyes just to help it set more even and smoother, and then I'm also going to take that and I'm going to go over everywhere I did contour because it's going to help it blend out and look more even and flawless. Sorry, that was really quick. That was my E.L.F. High Definition Setting Powder. I'm just going to take this on my tapered Sigma brush. It's a tapered highlighting brush, and I'm just going to dab that underneath my eyes to help set the under eye concealer to make sure it doesn't get cakey looking or creased. I also put a little bit on the bridge of my nose just because I tend to, I guess, get a little oily right there and it'll fall off. That was my NYX concealer wand in the shade 6, and I just take a little bit on the outside of my nose to help define it some. I'm not trying to make it smaller. just define it more, and I'm going to take that same contouring brush and blend that out. Now what I'm doing is I'm going back in with that HD setting powder, and I'm putting that all over my face. I do this before I put bronzer on just because I like to make sure that my foundation is set when I put my bronzer on. It helps it not move around quite as much. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Eyestudio Gel liner. I'm just going to line my eyes. I went ahead and skipped this step just because I wanted to save time for you guys. Now I'm taking my NYX Tame and Frame pomade for my brows. Went ahead and did my brows. Again, I skipped this step just because I do want to save time for you guys. This is my Maybelline Unstoppable liner. I'm just going to line my waterline with this just to help it look darker. What I'm doing is I'm closing my eye, and it's just helping me drag that to the inner corner. This is my Maybelline Mega Plush Mascara Volume Express. I'm just doing this real quick to prep my eyelashes for falsies. What I do is I start at the base of my lashes and just roll it upwards. That'll help keep the curl and help it blend in nicer with false eyelashes. I went ahead and put my lashes on. The ones I used were Salon Perfect in Demi Wispies. Then I'm just taking some bronzer and chiseling out my cheekbones a little more. I make the fishy face just because it's easier for me. It gives me more of a selected area to go ahead and set that brush in instead of getting it everywhere. I wish I could tell you what brush this was, but I don't know. My boyfriend actually brought home a brush set that he got from some lady, and there's no names on them. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead too, just because I did contour up there, and I do want it to stand out. It gives me more of a tanner look because I am a paler person. I just like to blend that out a lot. I don't like any harsh lines on my face, so you'll see me blending a lot. I'm just putting a little more because I didn't think it was dark enough, and I want to blend it a little more. Sorry, I raise my eyebrow a lot. I don't know why I do it. It's just what I do. This is my Milani blush. It's a very peachy color. It works really well with lighter toned people. I have yellow undertones, so I don't like using too many pinks because it'll make my face look pink and then my body looks yellow. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to start at the top of my my cheekbones by my ear and then kind of bring it down. I don't want a lot on my apples. I really want it just on the tops. And I use a dual fiber brush just because it doesn't pick up a lot of product and it gives a nice light application. That one was from MAC. I'm just going back in with a little bit of a highlight on top of my cheekbones, just to give me a little bit of sparkle and blend out any excess blush that I didn't want up there. I'm very gentle with this. You don't want a whole lot. It's just a subtle glimmer. I do put a little on my nose and a little on my Cupid's bow. This is just excess that I'm spreading around just to help highlight those areas on my face. This is the little sample that I used. I got it from Ulta when I bought a bunch of stuff. I actually really like it, and I'm going to go buy the actual palette. This is a face brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to, once again, blend everything out to make sure it's nice and even and gives it an airbrush look. This is what the eyes and the face look like. I wish my camera would pick up the eyeshadow more. It really is a very pretty look. Perfect for, I would say, nighttime glam, or if you're going to a very special event during the day. Now I'm going to take my NYX lip primer and my Subculture lip liner from MAC, and I'm just going to line my lips to prep for lipstick. And the lipstick that I used was, it's going to be Japanese Maple. My camera wouldn't pick it up, so I figured I would just cut that out and tell you guys. It's a very peachy nude, so it goes nice with the blush. I wanted a nude lip just because gold. I feel like gold goes nice with nude or red. It was during the day, so I didn't really want to put a red lip on. I like nudes. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so this is the finished look. Oh, excuse us. If you guys would like to see more, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.